This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Hey, yo.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dues paid in full, gunning to be the best.
I'll always light the way, and all you have to do is let me in.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better.
Hey, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on the BrokenInfinite.com, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else may find this fine audio recording. And yes, I did say Broken Infinite, shut up. It's been too fucking long. We do talk about professional wrestling, both for the mainstream and the independent scene. My name's Matty J, that is TWK.
Mid-Atlantic title tourney, Aussie Maiden Open Journey. Osprey 2 with the knife, Rio ass cowl about his wife. Murphy back, I highly rate. CM Punk's foot update. We didn't start the fire, but here in Dynamite we have the pyro.
Sorry. We didn't start the fire. It's a classic song, what can I tell you? Joining us as always, no thanks to computer fucking issues, it's Shintigercurl.
You all know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here.
Nice.
Where's Scheme Gene? Where's the Nacho Man? Where is he? I'm looking for him. You want a war? You got one.
Hey,
Chico.
yo. Hey, yo.
Chico. By the way, Disco Inferno, your gimmick sucks.
It did not take long. Christopher Walken as Scott Hall is fucking money right there, man. And yeah, I said Broken Infinite. I've had a week, all right? I've had a long-ass week. And
Well,
you don't
maybe you should have me
want to
do the
know
intro.
why.
Maybe I should do the intro from now on. Hello and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on Podomac, as well as all your other favorite podcasting places. I'm your host.
All right, you know what? Let me redeem myself. Hey, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on Spotify, YouTube, Podomac.com, and wherever else you may find this fine audio recording and live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. Done.
Boom!
See, I still got it. Sometimes my brain just wants to be automatic. You know what I mean? And this week, nothing worked. Just something personal at home that I've not shared with anybody but one person, and that's it. And he knows who that person is, and I will murder him if he reveals it. So that's as far as we go there. But y'all are here, and we got about a little under 90 minutes. So let's get the fuck going on this one. We have your emails and comments. We have an email from Guts Masterson, and I'm just gonna say this right there, Guts. I appreciate you. I love the enthusiasm of typing this. I know there's effort put into this, but there's a reason why I cut the segment off. The long ass emails were getting too long. So please, if anyone wants to send stuff, please do, but just keep it to questions that are easily digestible. Especially now that we're back at the old pre-Rampage show. We're just going to nip that in the bud. We thank you. We appreciate you. But please, we don't. Sometimes we just don't have fucking time. Just keep it to the questions. And there's no need to be sorry. You just, we were taking it easy since, Rampage started before the show, not after. So there's that. That being said, shall we do this, gentlemen? There's a lot to talk about.
Yes,
Oh, I got a long
There's
list
a lot
of
to
news.
talk about, including a thing that happened on Wednesday. And yeah, believe me, I wanted to use Eddie Kingston. I really do, but his by the combination. By the time we were done, the match will have already have happened. So, and but some of you do listen afterwards. So there's that. So that being said, let's just hit to old default, ladies and gentlemen. Jon Moxley.
For 3 years, I've been big game hunting in New Japan Pro Wrestling. For 3 years, I've been blazing the trail with AEW. And it's funny how things work out. It's been a weird year. It's been a strange year. It hadn't been easy. More than people know. But I told you in January I was gonna grab professional wrestling by the balls. Tonight, I guess this Wednesday Night Wars come to life, right? All due respect, Kyle O'Reilly, all due respect, you were in there with the wrong guy at the wrong place at the wrong time, because this tournament, this opportunity, whatever you want to call it, it belongs to me. The forbidden door belongs to me. It always has. On June 26th, it's going to be a moment 3 years in the making. 3 years of blood, sweat, and tears in one fell swoop. New Japan, AEW, and this entire sport belong to me. Love you, Mom.
Just a casual love you, Mom, right at the end of being like cutthroat badass formulaic at the same time.
Yep.
And God says it's bad audio. Who gives a fuck?
Actually, there was bad audio all over that show.
There was bad audio all over the place, to be fair, but it wasn't so bad that it wrecked the enjoyment. So if you folks, I got one of them sensitive ears, and I know there was some bad audio all over the place. Did I give a shit?
Audio,
No.
the crowd audio especially kept fluctuating.
Crowd audio was up
Yeah.
and down.
Like whoever was handling the audio that night, oh my god, it was so bad. I hated it.
I wanted to avoid being the negative stuff. Good. Fuck you with the audio.
Well, that's what happens when you hold your...
And that's everybody. The people who fucked up the audio, people shitting on the audio. It was a good show, folks. Stop shitting on the...
No, I'm going to start over because it's
mad.
bad.
I'm mad. Sorry.
This is what happens when you host your show in Independence.
Wait, what?
This is what happens when you host your show in Independence, Missouri. Because Independence, Missouri is a shithole. Trust me, I know.
Ah, you've visited.
It was like a 30-minute bus ride from downtown KC.
Oh,
So you have experience in this. This is not just you being a heel.
No, this is experience. Like, I only go there to visit, and I only go there for the game shop that I used to go to play War Machine. But other than that, I don't stick around in Independence for very long. I do not.
And Slick Rick, who is a Kansas City local, he says, as a KC local, I can agree to that. All right, we have confirmation. We have independent verification. Independence, Missouri is a shithole.
so if you're in Missouri, stick to Kansas City and only go to Independence if you absolutely need to.
You know, it's
Missouri,
funny.
Missouri side.
Missouri side, yeah. And they had it's weird. It was YouTube has a partnership with Major League Baseball, and they have the Game of the Week, and I have that in the background. There was the Jays versus the Royals, Kansas City. They were bragging about the barbecue. Lucky fuckers. Hi there, London Hello, London Cheesehead. How are you, sir?
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Hopefully, you don't scare you off this time. I snapped at the boys, thinking, why do we have to shit on the audio? The audio is always
No, the audio is usually really good for AEW shows. This week it was especially bad. It irked me so much because usually I don't even notice it if it screws up, but I noticed it so much.
in this clip. Yeah, I have to admit, like I was like, wait, is this the audio we have to work with? But I didn't care. It was like it was straight from the TSN feed. It was like you have a bunch of tape delay stuff and a bunch of on-demand stuff. That's how I usually get my clips.
Alright, so first thing on my list we have to talk about is Cody's pectoral injury.
Yeah. So Hell in a Cell happened on Sunday, and Cody Rhodes wrestled with a busted pec, torn off the bone. Wrestled Seth freaking Rollins, actual gimmick name.
No, it's Seth Franklin Rollins.
Seth Franklin Rollins. Very, very. Thank you for reminding me. That was fucking hilarious, by the way, that typo. He wrestled a Hell in a Cell match, main event level pay-per-view main event. And did so, he gutted it out, is all I could say. And he did an injury angle the night after, so said it before on multiple places. I forgot to mention it last night, but I have to mention it now, boys. We are no longer allowed to shit on Cody Rhodes after Sunday.
Well, I can still call him an idiot.
I mean, look, WWE should have stopped him. They weren't fucking stopping Cody.
I assume he must have signed some sort of release form, right?
I'm assuming, but look, call him an idiot all he wanted. And you're not wrong, by the way. He should have stopped, but doctor should have said stop. Vince should have told him to fucking stop. He didn't, and delivered a 5-star match with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I saw it. Good old Meltzy would give it the old 5-star treatment. Nice.
And folks, yes, it's a B-level pay-per-view, and yes, it took Cody versus Seth Rollins to save that pay-per-view, though it was a pretty decent show, all things considered. But it's worth seeking out. I watched it. It's worth seeking out.
On one hand, you guys know me.
Yeah.
You know what my deal is with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
I've always been a mark for him. I've been a mark for him for a long ass time. On one hand, I got nothing but respect and admiration for Cody for being able to come out there without going insane from the obvious pain he was in, and still being able to put on a pretty good match. Especially, and I also give half of this to Seth Rollins because, well,
Yeah.
Seth Rollins.
Spoiler on my list, both are on the winner's list for that matchup.
Yeah.
I will shit on the Fed 24/7. I cannot shit on that.
Yeah. On the other side of the equation, he should not have wrestled that match.
No one in the world would have said, no, go ahead, wrestle. No one in the world should have said. I get the feeling there were a lot of people that said, no, we'll figure something out. And Cody went, you're not stopping me.
They should have.
They should have. They should have, and probably taken an L and an extra couple million, but they couldn't.
Honestly, the WWE is at fault for this.
Yeah.
They're totally at fault for this. Not because they made him go out there, because they didn't have any alternatives. Who else could have taken Cody's place in that match?
Roman
Nobody.
Reigns? Not on 48 hours notice.
No.
The only person anywhere near Cody's level is Drew McIntyre, and I don't think they wanted to put him in the cell.
No. It would not have made sense. So, if AEW has a lot of people that are injured right now, they're running just fine. This is what happens when you build up a healthy roster with people who can fill the slack for people that can't be there. I mean,
And some of them just came back from injury. Hello, Miro.
Yeah. We got Punk is out. Jeff Hardy was still out by this time of this week.
He'll be better. He'll be fine by next week. He'll have to be anyway.
Yeah. Scorpio Sky, he's not at 100%.
He's limping. Adam Cole, he's got a torn labrum. Poor guy.
Amdrag, he got some kind of injury.
Yeah.
All those guys gone, but it's that the show still goes. But the show still goes on because there's so many people who can step up and fill those positions. Not so with WWE.
And by the way, when those people come back, massive pops, including CM Punk.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we should bring up because that literally happened after our show aired.
Before we get to that, next on my list is this GIF.
Okay, so this, we're not going to show this online for all of the obvious reasons. And, okay, so, you've uploaded. Okay, so this is a tweet Okay, I've seen this. So, Shin, watch at your own discretion. At Wrestling Covers on Twitter.
Ooh.
And this is from... there's his reaction.
Oh, sweet Christmas! That's not stupid fresh.
No, that's... Yeah. This is from Impact, and our reaction was LIVE, as per usual. And this was between a matchup between PCO, the aforementioned gentleman in the GIF. That should give you a fucking hint. Versus Steve Macklin, who wrestled a fucking competitive match, including several spots at which you wonder, oh wait, it's PCO. Why am I wondering? He is that fucking crazy son of a bitch. One spot dislocated his fucking shoulder or collarbone. And at that point, I'm like, pick one.
The injury bug has come back with a vengeance,
Oh,
dear God.
Also, according to PW Insider, not injured.
What?
The fuck?
That's a... What?
He'll not be missing any dates.
What?
Well, there you go. Apparently, he is now living his gimmick because he is not human.
He is the opposite of human. He is the French-Canadian Frankenstein. Jesus Christ. Because it looked like, I'm not going to go too much into detail. If you've seen a dislocated shoulder, you know what I mean. But there was a bone sticking out. And people were going out there, are you okay? I'm selling. Fuck, I'm selling. No, you're not selling it. Your arm's off. It's only a flesh wound.
Who did he take lessons from? Kevin Nash and how to sell legitimate injuries?
No. You know what it was? People were bringing up, I think it was CJ.
Oh, Cyber Riot, here's the reaction. Yo, what the fuck?
He found it. Yep. And he was busted open because he landed on his fucking face in a dive. It was a spear. And face first on the fucking floor, he looked like he was Cesaro for a second.
And I only mentioned Kevin Nash because of the Punisher.
Fair.
Yes.
And someone, I think CJ, you brought up, was it worse than Sid? I think there's no. Sid Vicious is the worst wrestling injury ever caught on film.
Yeah.
Goddamn, jeez.
We were live. We were watching this, and we're doing our usual shenanigans. Out comes this particular bump, and we're thinking, oh, this is fine. And they keep showing it. They keep showing the damn thing. I'm like, I should not click it, but I'm going to click it just because, goddamn it, I'm a masochist.
To quote Mike Johnson from PW Insider, although it appeared PCO injured his shoulder over the weekend wrestling Vincent, and that was Vincent, but still, he apparently is fine, won't be missing any bookings as of May 16th. So apparently,
and obviously these are filmed in bulk, so this was probably.
Apparently, also had Vincent that went gruesome.
Wait, there's do not search it.
I'm not searching shit. I just
T-Dub, don't. We've seen enough already.
Oh man, can't wait for that to air on television.
Fuck. Nope. I think I puked in my mouth a little bit.
Man, PCO was insane.
No, really?
All right. So
next thing you're gonna tell me is that Zack Sabre Jr.'s name is Louis Eatwell.
It's Lucas Eatwell.
Lucas Eatwell. I'll get it right. God damn it.
And there's Jonathan Gresham's real life reaction to that spot. I found it.
Fucking no. God damn it! It's an octopus snoping the fuck out.
Also, I put up a poll on Twitter asking who should be world champion again, Jinder Mahal or Matt Taven.
You should have been here yesterday. God damn it!
Matt Taven's winning with 55.6% of the poll, and people kept tagging Matt Taven with this poll.
How many?
So you know what happened? You know what happened? You know what happened there, Shin, right? He finally hindered Jinder.
No, he paid those people. Those are paid votes.
No. He hindered Jinder with this poll. He is no longer a Jinder Mahal fan.
Yes, I am.
You side with that nobody, nothing, Matt, whatever the fuck they call him.
He's the trend, Matt Taven.
He's not trending for shit.
I love fucking with G-Dub with this.
All right, next thing on my list.
Slick
Paige-
Rick, no, those were burner accounts. You damn right.
Nope, they're legit anyways. Paige is leaving WWE after July 7th.
July 7th is his last day. She made the announcement today, as a matter of fact. There was a statement. She was thanking the Fed for the whole thing, and to be fair, they could have fired her years ago. They didn't. So her contract ends. She decided not to renew. I think it's a mutual agreement between two parties. Done and done.
And she says that, hey, she might end up wrestling somewhere else. Who knows?
Just not for the Fed.
Yep.
Hopefully she can get cleared.
CJ said I even voted for Jinder. I think we were the only two voting for Jinder.
Well, right now we're at 18 votes. And Matt Taven is leading by, I would say, 2 or 3.
How can they vote for Matt Taven? Nobody knows who the fuck he is.
Well, he's winning.
They think they're voting for Matt Hardy or Matt Jackson or Matthew Buck.
No, it's Matt Jackson. They're voting for Matt Jackson. They don't know it yet.
God damn it, anyways.
And Enigma's going Saraya for is all elite. No, look, those neck injuries are actually very fucking real.
Although with enough time and the proper procedures, I mean, we've seen other people return from similar ones.
That is very true.
Yep. So maybe
I just wouldn't jump at that right now. It just does not make fucking sense.
We'll
and yes, there isn't a no complete cause. There is not a non-compete clause. If I could get, she could have taken on a regal role. I didn't say she would have to be a wrestler. See, that's a very crowded pool, man. Like, even I have to admit, like, especially with what's going on, especially in the championship department, which we will get to eventually. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well,
yeah, I know. It's a tongue twister, yeah.
Well, one person who also won't be at Money in the Bank is Roman Reigns, apparently.
Yep.
It's called a creative control card. Or, hey, my contract says I don't have to, so fuck you.
That makes how many pay-per-views he skipped?
So, he was at WrestleMania Backlash.
I think by count 3.
No, he was at WrestleMania Backlash in a 6-man.
Yeah.
And then he missed...
he missed the last one. He missed Hell in a Cell. He's going to miss this one. No, it was Hell in a Cell. So that's going to be 2 in a row.
Yeah, he's going to miss 2 in a row, but it'll be 3 pay-per-views without a world title match from Roman Reigns.
And Roman is, so this will be 2 in a row. And if they have, because Money in the Bank is in July.
So he's not going to be defending the belts until SummerSlam.
It's a long ways away.
He's pulling a Lesnar, folks. Vinny.
God damn you,
Junior! He's fucking up your company again.
We don't want to say this about Roman Reigns, but he is. This is fucking up the company.
Hey. To be fair, if you got fuck you money and have the company by the balls, fair game.
But the fact that it has such a depleted roster that it came to this. Again!
Especially since now they are going to be without their biggest baby face for the next 6 to 8 months.
Hopefully 6. That would make them just in time for a Rumble time.
At the very least, it does seem like Drew McIntyre will be taking the Universal title off of him at Clash at the Castle.
That's likely.
Yeah.
So we'll have at least finally a babyface men's world champion. So on to happier news. New Legacy Inc.
Cody is out 9 months. They said 6 to 9. They have not confirmed. They have not confirmed the amount.
And knowing Cody, he's going to be trying to come back in 4.
They're going to lowball him at 6, though.
Yeah, but we all know the type of person Cody is. He's going to try to come back in 4 to 5.
Yeah.
So, New Legacy Inc. announced the WGGP Multiversal title coming next week. And it's going to be the exact opposite of their Wrestling Games Grand Prix title, that anyone can be champion. Like Dr. Wily, Mega Man, Spider-Man. Anyone. Hey, what about Vash the Stampede, you might ask? Yes, he can be champion too.
No. For those wondering, no, not Speedball Mike Bailey. That's a different thing. It's the actual Vash the Stampede.
He is the real Vash the Stampede.
Yes.
Don't confuse the audience more than they already are, dude.
There's only one person who should be wrestling for the multiversal title.
Thanos?
No.
Someone greater than Thanos.
Ah, who could this be?
Canada's favorite superhero, Zach Rousdower.
I think we might have a confirmation, at least from the Fed.
Oh.
And CJ just confirmed it on Twitter. I found it on Facebook. Michael Cole announced officially that Cody Rhodes had successful surgery. That's good news. And will be out of action 9 months. It is official. So, yeah, sorry about that, Car Junkie. I was checking that, and I saw the announcement, and you put it up at just about the same time there.
Once again, this is Cody we're talking about. He's going to try to get through as fast as possible.
Yeah.
JC, if you want to do that joke, you got to do it the whole way.
All right, go ahead, Shin, since you do it the best.
And in other news, John Blood of New Legacy Inc.'s World Wrestling Games Grand Prix has announced the creation of a new multiversal championship that will be held for a tournament to be named later down the line. The first champion for this title is, you guessed it, Frank Stallone.
There it is. Boom.
And of course, speaking of WGGP, they had the NY Anarchy match in the Elimination Chamber, which had Roman Reigns, Rikishi, Yokozuna, Jey Uso, and Umaga challenging The Rock, but they're all
It's spelled
unsuccessful.
Umaga. Where the fuck is the N?
Are you calling William Regal a liar? How dare you? That man's a legend. William Regal's a legend. You put respect on that name.
I am not calling him a dumbass. I'm calling him as someone who's doing it for comedic effect, which he obviously was.
Who said dumbass? I said you were calling him a liar.
Umaga.
Exactly. Thank you, Shin, for putting respect on the name of Sir William Regal.
There's actually a lot of statistics going on in this match.
Let's get to that. You had a pile of that, actually.
Yeah, out of all the participants in this match, The Rock was the only one not directly related to the other participants. Jay is Rikishi's son, of course. Rikishi is Yokozuna's brother. Umaga is Roman Reigns' older brother. Also, out of all the participants in this match, Umaga is the only participant who has never held a tag team title. Everyone else, tag team champion.
Oh yeah, The Rock with Mick Foley.
Roman Reigns with the Shield. Yoko with Owen Hart, who is not a Nugget. He is a Black Heart, god damn it. Mm-hmm. Usos, duh.
Yep. And also out of this entire match, Jay and Rikishi are the only ones to have never held the Intercontinental title.
Wait, Rikishi has held the Intercontinental title.
Has he?
Briefly,
I believe he had,
2000, yeah.
Damn, it must have been briefly if I don't remember it. Shit.
Think it was in a feud with Val Venus when he was hanging out with Trish right before the right to center thing.
Oh yeah, I believe you're right.
Yeah.
I gotcha. But the one thing I know for certain, Yokozuna is the only member of this match who is a Hall of Famer.
Wow, that's kind of crazy thinking about it.
It's indeedy. And out of everyone in this match, Rikishi, Jey Uso, and Umaga are the only ones to have never held a world title.
True.
Although Umaga did come close a few times.
Yep. And I think Rikishi's the only member. I think Rikishi's the only member of this match that's actually teamed with another Hall of Famer.
That being?
Owen Hart.
Ah, very true.
Well, Hall of Famer in our hearts, anyway.
Anyways, The Rock was victorious.
I already put in my suggestion for next week.
What do you got?
It's very, very clear that this match was designed for The Rock to win. And the only reason he was able to beat the Tribal Chief was because the other members of his family got in the way. So next week, Rock, if you really, really want to be the people's champion, you have to beat the head of the table. One-on-one, straight up, nobody else. So next week, WWE 2K22, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, the people's champion, The Rock, one-on-one. Let's settle it.
All right, let's see what they do.
I'm down with that one.
And if you have Retromania on the iArcade cabinet, you got the recent update. Still not on Nintendo Switch. It's the only one that has not received the update yet because Nintendo has not approved it yet.
Nintendo is slow.
They're taking a lot of L's this week.
They have.
They are.
And I like to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Although Strikers does look good, I'm almost tempted to get it.
Oh, yeah, that looks good. But
Dude,
the pre-order they did for like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, ooh, that didn't go over well.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, their store crashed and a whole bunch of bots got in.
Fuck. That's going to make Miyamoto furious. And you don't want to see Miyamoto furious.
Nope.
Probably not. I'd also like to give a shout out to the Super Mustache Bros Wrestling Podcast. For those who don't know, there's a channel called Lumberland, and now they have a spinoff called the Super Mustache Bros, where they talk about wrestling. They mostly do competitive wrestling quizzes, and now they have their own podcast where they give their own thoughts on the weekly episodic goings-ons in wrestling.
Oh, hot take out of Enigma Extreme. Meyer Strikers, 4 out of 10. Bitter disappointment.
Oh, ouchies! After waiting so long for a sequel to get that low, oh no! Oh no!
Proton John is not gonna be happy about this.
I wish I had the button ready. Fuck.
Is Proton John a huge fan of Strikers?
He did an entire stream, teaming with various mods in his chat with the demo to Mario Strikers. He was having a blast.
Was Luca a part of it?
I didn't really watch much. I didn't really get too deep into it because I fell asleep. But I know Bagel was there because it's Bagel.
Everyone loves Bagel.
Yeah.
By the way, before I continue, Guts in his email, I'm not going to read it this week because we're shooting the shit at this point. He wanted to bring up Lance Archer's most recent project, the Suplex Duplex Complex out of Adult Swim. I have watched it. It is weird. So just hold on. Gotta share with the class here for later enjoyment if you so desire.
Right.
Here it is. But I not watched yet because I've been busy, and as you can hear, I've just hadn't gotten a chance to.
Considering all the crazy shit I've watched on Adult Swim over the past 20+ years, it looks right up my alley.
All right, let's head on over to Dynamite.
Shall we do the dance? Oh, whoa, oh, fuck.
Wow,
Money in the Bank. SmackDown Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey versus Natalya.
Well, that should be a thing, I guess.
Again?
Yep.
Alrighty then. Heading on over to Dynamite, we start off with some sad news as Swerve and Our Glory has broken up.
Well, we don't know. Like it could be, it could be one of those situations where it's like it's every man for himself, McMahon.
You saw Swerve's face and his tweet. He called me dead weight.
And how he treated Darby.
Yep, he was eliminated. Anytime anyone would team with him in the Battle Royal, he would end up just backstabbing and throwing them out at the first chance. They're turning Swerve heel.
That's good. Well, good for him.
It is, but I like this tag team. I'm real sad.
That was a good tag team.
Short but good.
They had a T-shirt. It looks like Keenan and Kel.
Thank you, Ricky Starks.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Well, one thing they won't be calling him as champion because he also got eliminated. But the person that would end up winning, as heard in the clip at the beginning of the show, was Kyle O'Reilly.
Auto parts.
Personally, I would have gone. I was on the day of the battle royal. I was thinking maybe they should have given it to Eddie because first he has to go through one of his best friends, and then facing off against one of his idols in Tanahashi, and then as interim champion, face off against Punk finally for the big prize.
That would have been nice. Personally, I was pulling for Andrade.
That was my second choice.
Because
when he popped up as the Joker, we're all thinking, that's it. It's Andrade versus Mox.
And he would have been more believable than O'Reilly at actually winning.
You know, and I say, you know what? At that point, I'm like, okay, who gives a fuck about who wins or loses? We both know they're booking Mox versus Tanahashi. You'd have to live under a rock to think it's not that. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck the result. I want to see. Let's see how good a match they can get out of this one. And guess what? They got a fucking match out of that one in the main.
And then we got the announcement for the All-Atlantic Championship featuring Japan and China. You know, the two countries on the Atlantic Ocean.
So, Atlantic, top Atlantic, regular Atlantic, Pacific Atlantic. Or whatever the meme does. It did the thing.
Yeah, I thought Black Manta set that shit on fire. Ace Vane.
Ah.
Yeah.
I need to watch more Ace Vane videos.
Yeah, you do. Especially the one he did did this week with Shazam and Black Adam.
Oh, that was some good shit.
That was hilarious as hell.
I always like how he always has his characters talking shit to each other. Kind of reminds me of how some of my friends talk.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, imagine this. Black Adam talking like The Rock.
Finally, Black Adam has come back!
That's literally what he did.
Yeah.
That is literally, and for those of us like you don't know what the fuck, no, I've seen it. It's fucking hilarious.
Ace Vane, look him up.
Ace Vane, I may need to show this to Easy. The running gag was always Black Adam as The Rock as Black Adam going, what's your name? It doesn't matter what your name is.
Hey man, that's rude as fuck. You know that? You're rude as fuck right now.
Doesn't matter if Black Adam is rude as fuck.
You shall know your role and shut your mouth.
All right, getting back on topic for right off the rails. We have our tournament announced for the All-Atlantic title, and the only thing I'll say is it looks good, but unless this is going to be defended in separate promotions, it feels like it might be crowding up the airtime a bit with all the other belts.
No, so here's my opinion on this. When they said it's a new championship, the first five was trios titles, finally. And then, of course, it's the package that you saw on Wednesday, and then they showed a belt. And to be fair, it's a beautiful belt. It's a nice looking belt.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful belt. I wish I had more time to set up the thing so you guys could see the belt on the thing. I didn't, sadly. There's a part of me that went, I love the belt. I love the concept of the tournament. New Japan's going to be in there. Miro versus Ishii, one, please. But there's that nagging feeling that I didn't have it at the time. But now, like after a couple of days, I'm like, Jesus, that feels a little gratuitous when you think about it. Can't get rid of that feeling.
Yeah, a little bit. And
it's gratuitous.
And the matches that we have for this tournament, we have Buddy Matthews versus Pac. Ethan
Which
Page
was a
versus Miro.
fucking banger, by the way.
Yep, we'll be getting right to that real soon. Ethan Page versus Miro, Penta Oscudo versus Malachi Black, and 2 unannounced New Japan participants. And the winners of each of those matches will meet in a 4-way match at Forbidden Door. And I gotta say, the Forbidden Door logo is looking more and more like the Doctor Who logo the more I look at it.
Yeah, that's true. I can see it.
And Guts Masterson, stop letting Dan Lambert influence Tony Khan. Get the belt fanatic out of your ear.
Yeah, just Dan Lambert's like, we need more belts. More belts! More belts! Get more belts!
Folks,
Honestly,
Dan Lambert's a belt mark, and I can't blame him.
Honestly, while I agree that it does feel kind of cluttered, but considering how far the TNT title has fell in the last couple of months, I think it's warranted for a more. It feels more like a wrestler's belt, if that makes sense. Like,
Here's how I see it. I think having the TNT title and the All Atlantic title, there. I think it's a good plan B. Now, hear me out. Say worse or worse, Discovery, Warner Brothers, the conglomerate say, fuck off, no more wrestling. They shouldn't, because right now their focus is live action stuff and live event stuff. What's more live event than pro wrestling right now, by the way? No, but the way I see it, worst comes to worst, they got kicked out. They can't use the TBS and TNT titles, say 5 years down the line. Future proof. He still got a mid-card title with the All Atlantic title. That's my only reasoning for me to think, oh, it's a good idea. Everyone else, I'm like, well, it's a cool looking belt. It's a cool tournament. It's cool mini tourney. Ishii versus Miro plays. But beyond that, man, I was like, dude, the trios titles should have been next.
Yeah.
In fact, here's how I see it. You want more belts? Fine. Trios title, after that, you're done.
yeah, this is the cap.
That tied to world those you go. What about women's representation, folks? You need to build up a women's division before you do anything else. When Marina Shafir is facing Thunder Rosa, I'm sorry, they'll get a Mid-Atlantic women's title when they have a division that could handle it right now.
Yeah. Although
Dynamic Extreme Trios Championship won't arrive until Kenny is ready. He's damn near close, by the by. You can literally start the build literally at the Forbidden Door with Kenny coming back. It makes sense, folks. Think about it.
Although this does set up the potential for your first ever AEW Grand Slam champion.
Yeah.
Who that is, it could be anybody. Right now, the two closest being to Grand Slam are Scorpio and Hangman.
Yeah, they both had tag titles in the in the case of Scorp, he's got tag in TNT, and in Hangman's case, world title and tag. And for those wondering, the AEW Grand Slam, All Atlantic, TNT, tag, world.
Yeah,
that's a Grand Slam. Baseball terminology, all four runners make it out after a home run. The Triple Crown will be the one without the Mid-Atlantic, obviously.
Yeah.
Anyways, getting to the Pac and Buddy Matthews match. These guys may not be tall, but this is still big, meaty men slapping meat.
Yeah, this was, and I don't have the master bun sheet yet for that, but yeah, that was a hoss fight. I called it as such. They were shitting on it. I was like, dude, this is two men who don't care if they're small. It's a hoss fight.
Yeah, these guys were built like hosses.
They beef.
You know what I called it? The abbiest match I'd ever abbed.
Yep, you got
you could grind meat on that match.
You got abs out there. You got giant muscles. You got pectorals that would make Cody jealous.
It was
jealous now, I'll tell you that much.
It was reminding me of those old Chef Boyardee ravioli commercials.
Overstuffed beefy. Ravioli.
Beefy.
Overstuffed.
Beefy.
I haven't had overstuffed in years. Goddamn. Anyways, these two had Hawks, and in the end, Pac picked up the victory, advancing to Forbidden Door.
Also,
big meaty man slapping meat.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And we then got a Kingston promo where he was furious at Jake Hager for eliminating him from the Battle Royal, and he'll be meeting Jake Hager tonight on Rampage.
They're going to beat the shit out of each other.
And this will be Jake Hager's first singles match on television since 2020, I believe.
Damn.
Yes, it's been that long. He's only been in tag matches since.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we had Trent calling on FTR, and FTR came out to the ring, and they both agreed, hey, let's do a rematch since our last match got interrupted. So that way we can have a true definitive winner. But then Will Ospreay came out to the ramp, interrupting things. He made a hand motion.
Oh, by the way. Roof flew off.
Yes.
It sounded like the roof was about to fly off, but like I said earlier, audio difficulties were ruining that.
Damn you, independence!
This town, man. Anyways, he has made hand motions. Out came the rest of United Empire minus Great Okan and Jeff Cobb, and they laid out everyone in the ring. They posed, and they'll be debuting tonight on Rampage against Trent and FTR.
Oh, yay.
And then we got more New Japan as Hangman Page defeated David Finlay. And I gotta tell you, Finlay, oh boy, since losing Juice Robinson, just having none of the luck. None of it.
Nope. Banger match.
Great matchup.
These two really brought it.
And then after the matchup.
Wait a minute, I've got to do my joke.
All right, go ahead.
It was cowboy shit versus Irish shite.
Thank you. I shared that with the watch party on Wednesday. We all laughed. That was an excellent riff, bud.
Thank you.
That was a great riff.
And by the way, I gotta love David Finlay actually walking out with a shillelagh. Just to let everyone know he really is his father's son.
Just don't fucking go to the fucking Fed.
We'll see. Then Heyman Page and Adam Cole both made their thoughts known that they both want a shot at the IWGP World Heavyweight title, and I believe it was Dave Meltzer who said that it's probably going to be a triple threat between them and Okada.
Cowboy shit versus Japanese Kurosawa.
Which is shit in Japanese?
Yes.
And what would you call Adam Cole?
Chugs.
So, Japanese shit versus some cowboy shit versus Chugs. Shit.
Pretty much.
And he's chugs it up in that match, isn't he?
He's going to chugs it up so badly.
He's going to think he has it all won, but he's going to get too cocky and chugs it up.
By the way,
Yep.
Thank you to Slick Rick for a Tier 1 sub. 34 months. Thank you so much for the streak, by the way.
God damn. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So, Okada, Hangman, Chugs.
The world's biggest Halo mark.
Yep.
And the world's biggest Uno nut winner.
Pretty much.
Enigma in the chat.
That's how Okada. If this ends up in a triple threat, all Okada has to do is pick up a deck of Uno cards and just throw it at him.
Oh, God. That'd be such an in-joke. Jesus.
Yeah, let's call Adam Cole to just blue screen.
And he'll just.
Oh. And then I believe you were going to read this. And then we stream, you know it's all about the Chugs.
All right, then next we have Wardlow in the ring. Says he wants a shot at the TNT title, but before he or Man of the Year could get too far along in their promos, they were interrupted via the entrance video by menacing Mike Sterling, who says that Wardlow next week will be facing every plaintiff he has in a multi-man elimination handicap match.
Wait. I got this. Leopold. No. Leopold. You're going to need more cannons. Wait, what do you mean I need more? What do you mean, Mac? No, seriously. Look. Oh. Gotcha.
Leopold.
Leopold.
Leopold?
Ba-ba-bub. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-dun-dun. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-dun-dun.
And I agree with JC. I'm very much into Wardlow getting the TNT title. I think they're doing this just to let Scorpio heal up, and once he's healed, then he'll take all the power bombs from Wardlow, as well Ethan Page, and hopefully as well, Dan Lambert.
Yep.
Yeah, Lambert's going to take a power bomb. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to stop him, but even he was like, dude, got to put the power bomb symphony over, for God's sakes. Yeah, the gauntlet match is literally murder, death, kill, the squash match.
Murder, death, kill. Murder, death, kill. Murder, death, kill.
Death,
Oh,
kill.
wait,
Murder,
that's
death,
Nick Gage's
kill.
gimmick. That's Nick Gage's gimmick. He's the MDK gang leader.
Who cares? It's Demolition Man and it's Wardlow powerbombing every poor jobber in the state.
And here comes Rob Schneider with, we're security guards. We can't handle this kind of violence.
Demolition Man, folks. You know it
And
works.
then we had the Young Bucks in their room cutting a promo, but they left the door open, and so entered the Hardys and Jurassic Express, and Christian Cage went, hey, got 3 teams here. Jungle Boy keeps losing like the loser he is. Jungle Boy looks very unhappy after that comment, and so then Christian says, hey, he wants to get his win back, so 3-way ladder match. How about it? Okay, cool. See you next week.
And
And at that moment, Jurassic Express looked at him. You're fucking turning heel next week, are you?
that's what I shared in the chat. That's how Jungle Boy looked at Christian Cage when he said that.
Huh? That's literally Chappelle's show during the... I'm trying to remember what the trials were for. Oh, the Michael Jackson trial. He made Thriller. And I was like, huh? They literally went, wait, what?
Yeah, Jungle Boy was not too pleased with Christian's comments.
No, he was not.
And let's see, next. Also, hopefully Jeff Hardy will be healed by then, because, oh boy, just protect that man. He's getting a bit too banged up recently.
Yeah.
He is not as young as he used to be. He cannot take the bumps as well as he used to. I mean, the body's got limits. I know he's Jeff Hardy, but even he's got his limits.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Thunder Rosa versus Marina Shafir, which was fine for what it was.
I will say this. Between the 2 matches I've seen of her on TV, and of course there were a few on Dark, there is improvement. There was improvement. She was nowhere fucking ready for a world title match, you fucking idiots.
Probably not, but they were clearly using her as a stopgap and just to add another defense to the record.
It was a better match than she had with Jade, only by dint of being in the ring with fucking Thunder Rosa. But the problem is, she's just a black hole of charisma. The skills need a lot of polish, but they're there. But just everything else, the theme music, the way she walks out, how she portrays herself in the ring, is just, she's not the worst on the roster. She's just the blandest.
The music, I don't care if it's a pick or not, it does not fucking fit.
No, just no.
Oh, and then afterwards, after losing, Shafir tried to attack Thunder Rosa, but Toni Storm made the save, and she wants the belt.
That match? Give it to me now.
Yeah. I will not argue that statement, no.
I feel like Batista. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. Give me what I want.
You shall give him what he wants or get exterminated.
And to go to Guts in the chat, it does make sense that the top 5 rankings are mostly heels because they do currently have a babyface champion and generally want opposites to go against each other. Usually.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's just the usual wisdom.
That's general good booking.
That's just general good wisdom in wrestling that they usually use. Then Tony Schiavone,
you don't have to like it. It's just that just makes sense.
Yep, and then Tony Schiavone was backstage with Jade and the Baddies, and it was all done to set up for tonight's match between Chris Statlander and Red Velvet.
Stokes.
Stokely Hathaway, what a fucking upgrade, bad buddy.
Oh, yeah. Good to see good old CT back in wrestling again.
By the way, Tony Schiavone was indeed reminded to cut the shit.
And he looked just as annoyed as usual by that statement. He thought he was going to get away because he went the whole segment without it, but then Jade, right at the end, let him know.
He needs to stop cutting. He needs to cut the shit, or else it's going to keep happening. Cut the shit, Tony. Cut the shit.
And then in the main event of the evening, Mox defeated Kyle O'Reilly. And it was a great match, but not one that I think many people were doubting the outcome of.
Yeah. I've always liked Kyle O'Reilly selling. He always looks like he's about to collapse from overexhaustion.
They were trying to make a single star out of it, and I think they have out of that matchup.
At the very least, I could see him.
A lot of people are going to shit on this, going, "It's obvious." But folks, sometimes it's not about the destination; it's about the journey. And fuck, that was a great matchup.
That it was, and I could definitely see Kyle O'Reilly going for sometime in the future the TNT or All Atlantic title,
Give him the All Atlantic titles and somewhere along the line.
or once Ring of Honor is up and operating again, maybe he could go for the television or Pure title.
He could.
Either one.
All right, and then the only thing I have left here is this Sunday, we're going to have Hiroki Goto versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. The winner goes to Forbidden Door to challenge for the interim AEW World Championship. As well as in the main event, we're going to see the Switchblade JOA challenge Kazuchika Okada for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
So Forbidden Door is going to shape up very nicely after this weekend.
Yep.
That it will. And that is all the news I have for this fine evening. I'm surprised we got through that as fast as we did.
I got a little bit.
Sure.
All right, what do you got for us, Mr. Shin?
Yes, we got some more information regarding what happened to Edge and him being expelled from the faction.
I know. I want to say this right now. T-Dub, if you could throw some W-Sub Fed stuff so we could laugh at him, that'd be great.
Yes.
I actually forgot to. I was going to put this on the list, but I actually forgot.
Okay, good. Thank you, Shane. Thank you for the save.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, this week, as of Monday Night Raw, Edge was kicked out of Judgment Day and replaced with a now heel Finn Balor. Reports have come out that the reason being is because the WWE higher-ups actually wanted Judgment Day to now have a supernatural gimmick.
Which was not the fucking point.
Edge was thoroughly against it since the idea of Judgment Day was entirely his.
And they decided, fuck you.
So in the end, they elected. And
Hold on,
booted him out of the-
wait a minute. We dropped some frames. You cut off for a second there, buddy.
All right.
Go ahead. Try it again.
And so, after many failed attempts to convince the higher-ups that there were better storylines for Judgment Day than some stupid-ass supernatural gimmick, they decided that they were going to kick him out of the group and make him a face, which was a very, very bad idea. Just goes to show you that even though you can be a multi-time world champion, having won more belts than almost anyone in the entire company, and a active Hall of Famer, you still have no control of what you do in the WWE.
They tried to fix something that was not broken. They just wanted supernatural. They wanted the Underfucking-Taker, folks. That's what the fuck they wanted.
You remember the last time they tried to do something? They did something like this with the, I don't know, that little brand that used to be awesome that everybody used to love, including us. What is it? Oh, yeah, NXT.
Yeah.
It's the Vince McMahon thing where he keeps on like, oh no, we have to do this little thing different. Then this tweak a little here, tweak a little there, more tweaking until it's completely unrecognizable from where it started.
Yep. And also in another bit of news, it appeared that from
Enigma Extreme said it best. They wanted the Brood, and Edge went, no. The whole Gothic the thing that Gothic does not mean spoopy, you fucking idiot. Okay, moving on.
All right, moving on. Apparently, reports have surfaced that at the last AEW appearance in Houston, Texas, earlier this month or last month, there was an altercation between Chris Jericho and MVP.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh,
Yeah, apparently they met each other in a hotel elevator, and a lot of heated words were exchanged back and forth. No one knows exactly why, but it almost came to blows, with someone reporting Jericho saying that he doesn't fight jobbers to MVP himself.
oh.
Exactly the reason why they have so much heat is up for debate. I've been hearing a lot of conflicting stories, and we're probably not going to hear anything about what really going on until one or both of them say something on a podcast one of these days.
Yeah,
So,
this is one of those situations where why is there beef? We may never know, but Jesus. Yeah, I know the heat stemmed from way back in the day, but you would think time would heal all wounds, but obviously not.
Sometimes it takes a lot of time.
yeah. But on the sound of it, it's more of a recent thing, like the last year or two.
By the way, hearty congratulations ought to go to Walter. 2 reasons. Yes, he has abs now. He's lost weight, but then again, hey, and any excuse to lose weight, he's actually looks freaking good. And he can call himself a WWE champion. He has won the Intercontinental Championship.
Gunther! 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 Gunther!
I would never call him that, and you know that.
T-Dub, you do know Shades is against that fucking name, right?
I know, but Shades isn't here.
T-Dub, his name is Walter. Repeat Gunther again, I'll drop you.
Hopefully, Walter will bring some prestige back to that title.
Yes.
Some.
I mean, he'll try, and that chop is the hardest chop in the biz, and they've kept it so far.
Yeah.
There's open for some good chopping time, I suppose.
Absolutely, yeah.
If they really wanted to, smart booking would be have him keep the Intercontinental title for a long ass time, and just build up to him finally taking the Universal title off the Tribal Chief.
That's smart booking.
Well,
Smart booking.
I think Drew McIntyre is already penciled in at this point to take the title.
We could see Walter versus Drew McIntyre, and I am not opposed to Walter versus Drew McIntyre.
All right, that could be a hell of a match.
That's a matchup.
Walter needs to get his win back from Drew from Survivor Series a couple of years ago.
Oh, right, where he got eliminated in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. First pinfall loss in the Fed.
2 minutes into a Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
Fuck the Fed.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Fuck.
And that's all the news I got.
Matty, you got anything?
I'm looking. I'm looking. Do I have them? Yeah, I do. You know what? I think the time spent with the winners and losers will do the trick on this one, because I believe there might be a rant coming on my end.
All right, cool.
Or not. I don't know. Shin might have a D-Cell battery award worth of rant. I don't know. Let's do winners and losers.
Of course I do. And once again, it's from he who can't seem to shut his mouth because he's
Thank
dumb
you.
as fuck.
I knew it. Rant away, sir.
Fucking
T-Dub,
Ryback.
T-Dub, we got 5 minutes killed right here. We're gonna be
Fucking
just
Ryback.
fine.
Just fucking Ryback. Ryback, seriously. I know you were trying to hype up Kofi Kingston, but seriously, you need to keep his fucking name out of your big fat mouth, you big dumb fathead. Seriously, man. I keep saying this. People always say, oh, Ryback is cool. Ryback is awesome. Ryback's an involved individual. Like, he comes off as the most thin-skinned, petty bitch I've ever seen on Twitter. This is a guy who wished death on Vince McMahon. We all have problems with old Vinnie Mac. But
in fairness to Mr. Reeves, back of the line, pal. That's all I'm gonna say.
But then he had to go and he had to go and call his mother a whore. Like seriously, Ryback's People keep saying how much of an evolved individual. I have not seen any of this evolution, this so-called higher learning from you, Mr. Ryan Reeves. And I'm calling you fucking Ryan Reeves because I know it's going to annoy you, you dumb piece of shit. You can't help but keep other wrestlers' names out in your mouth because that's the only way you're staying relevant. What did you see what happened with Eddie Kingston and how he got a job from trending on Twitter, and you think you could do the same? Here's a news flash for you. Eddie Kingston is 10 times the better wrestler than you are, and he looked like he fell out of a
Hey, here's that one thing. That's the one thing. You know what Eddie Kingston did? Fucking wrestled. What have you done lately other than eat your fucking head off?
Other than doing mukbangs and shilling your stupid protein powder and going and shooting and shooting and shooting. Seriously, I would say shit up, get off the pot, but you can't. But you are the shit. You are the shit that just will not flush. You know how after you take a really ridiculously large dump and you flush the toilet, but that little nugget of crap keeps popping back up. That's you, Ryback. That's you. But
Ryback's the nugget.
He doesn't even deserve the honor of being called a nugget.
J-Dub? Actually, no, yeah, Ryback is a nugget. Owen Hart is not a nugget. Fair enough.
Just you know something, Ryback. It's just it amazes me that somebody with such a limited talent. You're just mad because your 15 minutes of fame lasted about 4.5 minutes. You're just mad that Cody Rhodes, the guy who left the company the same time as you, went on to make something of himself and change professional wrestling forever. What the fuck have you done? You are just a complete... You are the unifying factor between AEW and WWE fans. This is the one thing we all can collectively agree, that Ryback is dumb as fuck.
Do you know what the worst part is? Ryback had so much potential at one point. He could have done something. He could have, if he tried, but he didn't.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it right now, fucking Enzo Amore. I saw his match with JC in MLW earlier this week. A nice callback to Razor versus the 1-2-3 Kid from years and years ago. He looked way better than he did when he was in the Fed. He looked like a fucking hoss in that match. He was the big guy in that match, and he looked great. And I don't even like Enzo that much. And even he's a better wrestler than you. Imagine that. A guy who broke his leg doing an arm bar. A guy who knocked himself out sliding under a rope is a better wrestler than you, Ryback. Think about that.
Because Enzo kept actually wrestling.
He got better. You got stupider.
See, that's the difference. Ryback looks at it as, I'm going to make money out of this. Enzo really wanted to wrestle.
Yeah.
Really wanted to wrestle.
Yeah. So enjoy all these D-cell batteries. Just enjoy them. I'm going to send them to your house.
Yeah.
Whoa. Shin?
Hello?
No,
there you go.
You're
back.
back. You cut off you got cut off at the end of that rant there, bud.
Yeah.
JC in the chat, you know you're a loser when Enzo Amore is doing better than you.
Yeah.
I've seen said match. It is a good match.
Yeah.
As
for my losers, I have to give one to WWE for not putting their foot down and not letting Cody wrestle when he was literally a one-armed man. But also the fact that they booked themselves into a corner because they didn't have anyone approaching his level of superstardom to even replace him in that match. Drew is close, but it just wouldn't have been the same. You booked yourself into this corner because you can't make any superstars, and not to mention the shit with Edge. Just... I'm done.
There's a reason the Mildred the Monk puts Ryback in the goddamn clown car. And I don't have the enough from the clown button, folks. You'll have to do without, but you get the idea. Tito.
First off, Enigma is my loser for that statement in the chat.
Enzo for All-Atlantic Champion. Sit down. Sit down, you fantasy booking mark.
Enigma, sit down. You're drunk.
Okay, he's redeemed himself by saying scrap the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
Yeah, they should have been that years ago.
They should have. They should have.
What's that, Shin?
Long overdue doing that.
Oh, yeah.
But they won't because it's a theme pay-per-view, and we make money with theme pay-per-views. Hate me. And Enigma, I'm Aussie, I'm always drunk. Well, so are the Irish and most Canadians.
Well, I'll give my loser. My loser this week is WWE for just not letting Edge be Edge and not letting his creative genius flow like he wanted to. Like, we don't know what Edge's ideas were, but chances are they're probably better than what people are going to see on Raw going forward. Probably.
All right. For me, Ryback for the obvious reasons aforementioned. Of course, being a fucking idiot. And WWE, a lot of it because of the Edge stuff and a lot of the usual stuff, but I have to put an asterisk because they let Cody Rhodes wrestle. And in fairness to even Vince McMahon himself, could you have stopped Cody? Could you have stopped him legitimately? Even with a dump truck full of money, would you have stopped Cody from strapping on that jacket and pulling off that Hell in a Cell match? I don't know.
He could have stopped him.
Could have. Maybe.
Easily.
I don't know. Cody's a stubborn fuck. We all know this.
There's one way that he could have stopped him.
Listen, you're not going out there. I'm not getting sued.
Don't worry about me, boss.
Now, look at here. If you go out there, if you even go out there for a moment, you're going back to Stardust.
True, but but here's the thing. Even Cody had a no Stardust clause in his fucking contract. He made sure that was in there.
No, not Stardust. Stardust. It's spelled differently.
It's still the same goddamn gimmick. We ran over that stipulation with five.
Oh, this time it has 3 R's. Because he's also going to be a pirate.
Look, fine print right there. Fine print right there.
He's going to be Stardust.
Same thing right here. We went through every iteration. We went through every iteration. It's I dress up in that clown suit. I quit.
We're dressing you up in a clown suit. You'll be wearing a pirate outfit.
Not gonna happen. I'm still wrestling, and you can't put me in that suit, pal.
Yes, I can. I'm Vincent Kennedy.
Okay, so $100 million penalty clause then. You owe me $100 million.
Enigma says, no, you'll be Stardust. That's right. Commander Sterling has entered the building.
No, fair. Mass Effect jokes. We got them, and I don't know them.
That's not Mass Effect. That's a wrestler. Commander Sterling.
Oh.
They're a British wrestler?
Yeah. I'm going to shut up now and then have us read some winners.
All right.
Oh, winners. AEW, despite some hiccups, and delivered some absolute bangers this week. Forbidden Door is looking really good. Cody, I know a lot of people are going to give me some guff for this, but the mere fact that he went out there and did what he did, gutting through the pain, that's... I talked to my mom. She is a nurse. I asked her how painful would a person ripping their pec off the bone would be, and she said she has known people who have passed out from the sheer pain of even moving their arm a single inch after getting their pecs torn clean off the bone. And she did not believe me when I said that Cody wrestled.
Did you show her the pictures?
I showed her the pictures. She's like, "How is he still in? Why didn't he have the whole match?" I'm like, "Yeah, he did." And she's like, "Y'all, your wrestlers are fucking crazy."
Hey, you don't have to be crazy to be a professional wrestler, but it fucking helps.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
As for other winners, Spoonie just finished doing has been doing a live stream playthrough of Inscription. Good stuff. Although a premature got to give it could put some L's in the chat because unfortunately I learned in this particular stream that Oreo is no longer with us.
Oh,
That's sad.
He has a new dog, Vocal. I don't know how he pronounces the name because it sounds different every time he says it. But it's a boy dog. I don't know the breed or the color of him. But at one point during the stream, he actually called him Oreo.
Oh, fuck.
Force of habit.
Four is up for Oreo.
Yeah.
Best doggo.
Yep.
Adorable doggo.
And
Good doggo.
Last winner, the Cheerio Oda. After crafting Wano, he said that after the next 2 or 3 chapters, he's taking a month off. And then in late July, the next chapter will be the start of the official final saga of One Piece. So yeah, after over 1,000 chapters and a quarter of a century, One Piece is nearing its end.
Yeah, like One Piece started in the 90s. In the 90s. And has been consistently one of, if not the top-selling manga in most instances.
You know, I just realized there, gentlemen, the end of One Piece is here, is among us. Anyone watch Hellsing Ultimate?
What about it?
They made reference to One Piece and yeah, but I'm not but people would riff, or they're not a big fan of the sequel to Piece.
Yeah, now I remember. But yeah, One Piece, highest selling manga of all time, second highest grossing comic of all time. Like the song says, the end is near.
Bom 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 bom. I can't tell you. Bom bom. The end is near.
That's all I got.
All right, but so yeah. I made my joke. Go ahead, T-Dub.
Well, I have to give a winner as well to Cody, because as dumb as it was for him to actually enter that match, he's toughened through it. He didn't quit one bit. And, oh boy, just from the pictures I've seen, it looks like he went through quite the beating. And also props to Seth Rollins for taking good care of him in that match.
Absolutely.
Could you imagine, like, if it was someone careless in that ring with Cody? Goddamn.
Oh, I think, you know, I think the part of it, I think that's part of the reason why they let him go is because it was Seth Rollins in there with him.
My thinking too.
I think could you have truly stopped Cody? Yeah, if it was anyone else, they'd say, no, we'll pay you to sit down. But because it was Seth Rollins and Cody being that stubborn, could you have truly stopped them? I don't know. Continue, Tita. Continue.
Yeah, props to Seth Rollins and Cody for that match. And, of course, all the stuff going on in AEW. They're hyping things up for Forbidden Door. Cannot wait for that pay-per-view. Should be a good time. And cannot wait to watch Dominion this Sunday.
That's going to be a fun time. For me, obviously, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. It obviously takes 2 to tango. And the fact that they got 5 stars out of Dave Meltzer, 5 stars out of the Fed match in 2022. That's impressive. And obviously, Cody Rhodes, yes. Is he an idiot? Yes. Should he have not wrestled? Yes. Did he fucking wrestle anyway? Yes. Was it a banger? Did I stutter when I said it's worth seeking out? Like, I know I'm here to stutter. That's me. I stutter. I'm stuttering right now, for fuck's sake. But, again, am I wrong by saying, watch it? Tell me I'm wrong. Prove me wrong, goddammit. AEW, for obvious reasons, Kyle O'Reilly got a bit of exposure this week. PCO versus Steve Macklin because fuck. Jesus H. Christ. And of course, Paige for a wonderful WWE career that obviously ended in Raw, but the fact is, she is finally able to escape and do whatever she wants to do. Please don't wrestle. We love you enough. Don't fuck up your neck for us. And that's it. That's the thing. Plugs!
Yeah, I would be plugging my upcoming video for Marvel Champions, but as we've mentioned before on the channel, my computer crapped out on me. So again. So, unfortunately, thanks to the very, very generous donations for my teeth drive, unfortunately, my teeth are going to have to take a back seat because I need to use that money to get my computer fixed. So, no video is going to be on for a while, at least until I be able to get everything set and done. But you can still subscribe to my YouTube channel, Maxicorn, on YouTube, for all of your War Machine lore and horrors videos, as well as a few gameplay videos from some board games that I happen to like. If you are feeling kind enough to help donate to either my teeth or helping out me fixing my computer, paypal.com/Shintigercurl, Cash App, $Shintigercurl, or patreon.com/Shintigercurl. Please. I really need the help after this week, so anything can help.
D-Dub?
Of course, check out my YouTube channel. Coming up within the next week, my next video game review will be Def Jam Vendetta. So subscribe to my channel and get ready for that once it is available. But, sorry, excuse me. If you want to see it before anyone else, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/TWKReviews to see it before anyone else. Even $1 will get you early access.
And of course, like you mentioned, patreon.com/TWKReviews. Even $1 gets you early on the next video. Of course, I got my Patreon. I'm on PayPal. My PayPal tip jar. See, I tell you, stuttering. PayPal.me/ManaJ316 is where you go to that. We got emails, like I said, short comments and questions. If we have time, we will definitely read them. Obviously, well, we could have had the time, but good old reliable Ryback rants. Gotta love them. The Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com is where you could send them. You can follow us on Twitter at ManaJ316, at TWK Official, and at Shintigercurl. Next show I'm a part of is Toku Riffs Live. We're finally back, goddammit. And we're going to be doing some riffing on Sunday. It shall be good. And stay tuned, yeah, because Meme O'Clock will be Zack Sabre Jr. inspired. Yep, we're doing that. We're doing it. We're doing it. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so very much for joining us. As per usual, we appreciate all that good stuff. On behalf of everybody, including Shintigercurl,
Ryback is so stupid.
How stupid is he?
That's not a joke, that's just a general statement. Ryback is so stupid.
I thought we were doing a match game Johnny Carson thing, you know? Like, Ryback is so stupid. How stupid is he? He's so stupid. Insert joke here. We got to work on those.
No, I was going for that because that's how stupid he is. He's too stupid for a joke.
Oh! And, of course, TWK.
One day the tribal cheeks will rise again.
And then we will set up Ross, Kishi, Ash battle.
Yes.
My name's Matty. I remind you to help professional wrestling. Support your independent promotion as soon as possible. We'll talk to you next week, folks. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy Dominion. If you intend to watch New Japan, they've been on the up. Worth the time. Worth the time, I say. Have a good one. Have a safe one. We'll talk to you next week. Bye, 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 bye.
Love you, Mom.